So now let's proceed to our word problems. As I mentioned kanina, RESA method po ang gagamitin natin dito. So I'm going to solve a total of 5 problems. Sorry if this video is getting boring. You can like skip or you can mute tapos panoorin nyo na lang ako nagsosolve. So okay lang yun. Kinabahala. Up to you. Anyway, pool cleaning problem. A pool cleaning machine can clean a pool in square root of t hours, where t represents the time the machine has been running. If it takes the machine 4 hours to clean the pool completely, what is the value of t? So, essentially, ang representation na lang natin, sabi ko nga pala RESA method, pasensya na mga anak. Let's do this by the book. Okay, so representation natin is let t, essentially na-mention na siya. Let t be the time the machine is running. Yan yan. Our equation, dito na kayo bubuo ng equation. Ang sabi ay square root of t hours takes the machine 4 hours to clean the pool. So essentially, ang solution lang natin is we are just going to solve this by squaring both sides. Hello, shamu shamu. 16. So, it takes 16 hours. Ang answer na po natin ay what is the value of t? So, the value of t is 16. You just answer the question. Like, kung ang tinatanong is what is the value of t, you just say the value of t is 16. No fancy sentences needed. Sabi ko naman sa inyo, madali lang tong part na to. Hindi ko kayo bibigyan ng sobrang complicated na quadratic or na radical equation. So, yes. My cats are being wild. Okay, box volume problem. The length of a cube-shaped box is square root of x centimeters. If the total volume of the box is 64 cubic centimeters, find the value of x. So, ang side daw ng length ay square root of x. Diba? Yan yung side ng length. Tapos, ang volume natin is 64. So, yan yung mga given natin. So, ang representation natin, if you want, you can draw a cube wherein you will write the volume is 64 cubic centimeters. And then, the side of the length is square root of x. So, ano gagawin natin dyan sa square root of x? Paano bang makuha ang volume ng isang cube? Diba? We cube it equals to the volume. Okay? So, if you want, you can actually use this. Or, kung gusto nyo naman, we can get rid of the exponent muna. So, how do we get rid of the exponent? Ano ba kabaliktaran ng racing? Diba? We will get the cube root of this entire thing. Tapos cube root ng 64. 64 is a perfect cube, right? We get 4. So, para mawala, ito. Ang matitira na lang ay yung square root ng x. Equals 4. So, what do we do with this? In order for us to get rid of the radical, we square. So, the length or the value of x is 16. So, that is your answer. The value of x is 16. Tachan! Done. Sana naintindihan nyo, no? Ulitin ko lang, ha? In case na hindi. Ang volume po kasi, yung side ng box, yung square root of x. Okay? So, in order for us to get the volume, we have to cube the square root of x. That's what I did here. That's your equation. Now, in order for you to actually solve the problem, you have to get rid of the power first. How do we get rid of the power? We get the cube root of both. When we got the cube root of both, we got rid of the exponent, and now all we have to get rid of is the original radical, which is square root of x. And how do we get rid of that? We square root, or we square the entire thing. Okay? So, sana nakasunod kayo. Balik-balikan nyo na lang, ulit-ulitin nyo na lang tong part na to para magets nyo siya. Okay, mag-alala. Madali lang naman to. Number 3, the speed of a cyclist. A cyclist travels a distance of 3 square root of d kilometers in square root of d hours, where d is the number of hours traveled squared. If the cyclist's speed is 12 kilometers per hour, what is the value of d? So, how do we solve this? Ang gagawin natin dito mga anak ay nag-travel siya ng blank kilometers in blank hours. Paano ba natin hinahanap ang speed? Speed is just distance over time, right? So, yan ang gagawin natin. Let us solve this. Actually, parang hindi siya masosolve. What is the value of d? How do we get the value of d? Magka-cancel siya. Wait lang. Isa lang naman yung representation natin. D is the number of hours. What is the value of D? Actually, D can be any number because not a valid question. I'll show you why. Ang speed niya kasi is distance over time. And this is equal to 12. Ano mangyayari dito? Magka-cancel out lang siya. So, mawawalan tayo ng variable. Not valid question. Thanks, ChatGPT, for giving a non-valid question. Okay, moving on. Number 4. The height of a suspension bridge is modeled by the equation where h is the height and x is the distance. If the height is 10 meters, how far is the measurement point from the base? So, we are going to be looking for x. Ang representation lang natin kung ano yung minention dyan. H is the height in meters and x is the distance. Kokopihin nyo lang siya mga anak. Given na yung R. Ang equation natin is also given already. H is equal to 4x plus 16. However, we have a value of h. So, yan yung ilalagay nyo ngayon dito. Pag sinusolve nyo na siya, the height is 10. So, 10 equals the square root of 4x plus 16. So, again, what do? We get rid of your radical symbol. This becomes 100. And this just becomes 4x plus 16. Manipulating this equation, pagpapalitin ko muna sila ha, para mas nagigets nyo yung x nandito sa left. Everything else is on the right. So, 100 minus 16, that is going to give me 84, right? Divide everything by 4, your x is going to be 21. So, ang answer po natin, how far is the measurement point from the base? The distance is 21 meters. So there. You can take a screenshot of it if you want, so you can study it, or you can just pause the video. And last but not the least, we have ladder against a wall. A ladder is leaning against the wall, and its length in meters is related to the distance x. In meters, it reaches along the ground by the equation L equals square root of x squared plus 16. Saan kaya galing to? This is from Pythagorean theorem. Yes, you're right. So, kung gusto nyo yung representation natin, you can just write the letters. L is the length of the ladder, and then x is in meters, or you can actually draw. This is your wall. This is your ladder. Okay? So, this length of the ladder is your L, and then it reaches the ground. Is related to the distance it reaches along the ground. So, this is your x. Therefore, so the height, that means it's 16. Because we're looking at L. So, ang equation daw na gagamitin natin is L is equal to square root of x squared plus 16. That means your height, yung from the top of the ladder to the ground, that's 16. Pythagorean theorem, guys. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Din galing yan. Okay, so if the ladder is 10 meters long, how far does it reach along the ground? So we are looking for your x. So if the ladder is 10 meters long, so 10 equals square root of x squared plus 16. We just square everything. This is gonna be 100 x squared plus 16. Magsusubtract lang tayo. Pagpapalitin muna natin siya para hindi nakakalito. X squared plus 16 is 100. X squared 100 minus 16. Again, that is 84. Anong meron sa 84? We get the square root. So ngayon, magsisimplify kayo mga anak. Kung naalala nyo pa kung paano gawin to. Ang x po natin ay hindi nyo na siya kailangang i-plus minus kasi this is a word problem. Therefore, kailangan yung positive lang yung kukuhanin natin. So, paano ba natin isi-simplify si 84? Let's try to divide it by 4 muna. So, 4 times 21. Yeah? 4 is a perfect square. So, 2 square root of 21. So, yun na yun. Meters. So, our final answer is it has a distance of 2 square root of 21 meters. You don't have to write approximately because this is actually an exact number. So, yan na yung bibigyan yung answer. Okay? Yay! We're done! This video is super long. I'm so sorry, guys. But I will upload this. And then, please watch it so that you have something to study. Pagbalik natin bukas, pag nakita-kita tayo bukas, ito lang gagawin natin. Okay? Bye, guys.